Alright, picking up where we left off. You can see there's a centipede demon there waiting for us in wait for us to drop down to his arena. He will kill us. So we're picking up where we left off of the part 2 of the minor demon ruins area. Just don't fall off the ledge. Picking up the shiny. It's just a bunch of souls. It's not that high value of items littered around this area. Nothing that concerns us, that sticks out in our head too much that we need. I believe we just want to scythe wide sweep these meatballs. They don't take too much and they stagger really easy as well. Made of stone skin or whatever. It's crazy. Good round AoE damage. We've got a hefty amount of souls on us, so we want to watch ourselves if you're playing along around this area. We don't want to die and lose all our souls to these ledges or these Taurus demons or these bugs. Because they can hit hard if you don't have the right armor equipped. The poised to tank through it. And I'm just killing just to clear it out. Just for the sake of clearing this area out, we're just going to take on these enemies. Because we are strong enough right now to the point where we can take out these enemies and there should be no issues whatsoever. We're taking this guy out. What exactly is next? On the ledge here, another Taurus demon. Scythe him. Be careful, this is a tight area as well. You want to be very careful. Just take him out. He can hit hard though. He's gone. And we didn't get another drop. We did get 1200. We do want to kill that bug eventually. There should be a capper around here somewhere. You can see down there. There is another Taurus demon. Seems relatively quiet around here. Too much activity. Some meatballs coming at us. We can surely take him out. Can't backstab though. With that tail blocking them. Be a cool animation to backstab these guys. But they're just a floating ball of freaking rock. Really crazy lizard looking creatures. It's really just nothing too fancy. We're locked out of heaven. So this is what it feels like to be locked out of a party. I would like to go down there and grab our chunks and grab our slabs, red slabs for our scythe and whatever fire weapons we're going to send. Because right now fire is just way too OP. For any Souls game to start out, you want to get your weapons enchanted with some fire. Ludwig's Holy Blade with fire. Whatever you can. Straight sword or whatever you want. Get that fire, and what it does, fire adds another effect on the enemies where they react to being burnt, and it slows them down. It makes it a lot easier to hit. And some enemies are so super. We got another machete there. They are so super weak to fire. Like, let's just say like beasts. Beasts react really bad to fire in Bloodborne. Blobs in this game, there's extremely weak to fire. Any like type of bestial enemy or whatever. And then you got the other ones, so you need something else to handle, like the scaly enemies, the dragons, like the big chaos eaters. I mean, sorry, the chaos bugs here. They got lots of scales. They're not going to be too prone to fire damage. So we're just going to be keeping a lightning auxiliary on us, just in case we need to take out any more armored enemies. And yeah, we're gonna finish this guy off with the quick scythe swipe. We already got him down to low health with our sorceries. See, I relatively understand the paragraphing of these guys' attacks. I've farmed them a lot, thinking I could get a red chunk from them in my previous playthrough a while back, and I spent like almost 10 hours and I got no red chunk, and I just later realized that you can't get red chunks from them, only at the first kill. So you need a save scum in order to get that. Which I didn't realize, and I lost my opportunity to do that. And we got the Taurus demon. Yeah, we're not fighting him on his terms. We're gonna be going back, and we're not gonna be dying when we do it as well. We're gonna keep ourselves safe and well kept. He's not really following us too far, so we're safe here. So we are fighting him on his terms right now. Unfortunately, he's not budging. Take him out. Oh man, it does damage to him hardcore anyway, so that's exceptional. We're gonna see if we can get a sneaky. Now, I'm not sure on your playthrough if you'll be able to get a chunk over here, but I don't think I'll get one. So we got our first bug here, and we're just gonna play rope-a-dope with him. Slowly hack him away. There is a cheese you can get. You stand to the side of his mandibles. You can cheese him to do the vomit attack, front and back. Then you just rotate behind him, and then he'll do the vomit attack behind him. Don't stand under his grubby stomach there. You got to be on the side of the mandibles to bait out attacks. He's gonna be constantly doing the vomit attack, and the vomit does do some good corrosive damage. We want to heal that off, and make sure you're topped up, because these guys hit hard. See, I only get one green titanite shard. That's not a good sign. Nah. So we're gonna bait out these group of enemies up forward and up front of us, and we're not gonna get trapped. We're gonna get out of there. See, they can do these crazy wiggly attacks that can take lots of chunks of your health out. And we just want to hack away at them. See, we're coming up closer. We're chopping out segments of this game. And soon we'll be close to showing you how to finish the whole game and not even realize that we've finished the whole game. That's how much fun we're having. Just trying to get our character all suited up. And it doesn't really take that long as well. This game is not like extremely long, as opposed to like freaking speedrunners take this game out in 40 minutes. This game's not a long game, as opposed to the other Dark Souls games. So it's relatively doable in a series, if we can just make a fun character to play and keep working on him. Yeah, in the parameters of what they give us in the game. The levels that we're attaining, the areas that we're traversing, it's all engaging, it's fulfilling. So these grubs aren't dropping me jack shit. There's little freaky little tongues. These got like more than one tongue. Man, this is nightmare fuel. More than one tongue. Alright. Now, if you're behind them, you're gonna get an easier chain of attacks. Because right now, you could chain his vomit attack in front of him and behind him by yeah. If you stand by his mandible, side of his mandible, you can bait out from front and then to the side and to the back. He's doing it to the back vomit, and if you stand in front of him, he'll do the front vomit, and then you do this back vomit. That's an easy way to kill these guys. This is taking a lot of time here because I'm being very precautious with my 2 Estus on me, and it's very silly. But we're slowly taking out as many. Like, we're almost finished. We're almost finished. We've got 3 more to go, and after this, 2 more. In the oh no. Back out. We need to heal up. I'm panicking. Heart race is going off. I've used up all my Estus already, and I missed that. Didn't quite make contact. It's unfortunate. Take him out there. Perfect. So now we've only got our last two worm eaters. They look pretty creepy. They're pretty creepy, honestly. Yikes. Yeah. So it looks like fur. Like fur? On their back? Nah, it's just rock, rubble. These things are evolved to be disgusting. Big boulder on their head. Jesus Christ. Oh, I got distracted. We died. Yeah, by the way, just that eating attack will kill you if you're not mashing L1 and R1. Oh, there's our large flame ember. Perfect. We got what we need here. We got our large flame ember. And yeah, I may have forgotten to mention that, but we're here for the large flame ember as well. And possibly the chaos ember. We're wanting to get our weapon to plus 10 or 9 eventually, depending how far we get, how many chunks we can scrape away, what they're willing to give us. So we want to be collecting those red chunks, just because we got ourselves early core stats building, and a really hard hitting weapon, like the best weapon in the game. Great Scythe is the best weapon in the whole game. Just to out builds anything else. And we made it fire to alleviate our stat scaling compromises, because we've just built on endurance and vitality, and the fire should carry us for a while. So that way, when we get ourselves to plus 10, we can just have that, and then on the next playthrough we can build a great scythe that's just plus 15 in terms of the Titanite. So we'll have two. So we'll keep our original weapon just to keep it on us, safety. See, that guy only dropped a... So, no bus. No bus here. It's a green Titanite shard. If this guy doesn't drop a chunk, then it's going to be all over. We're going to get out of here. We've got everything we need. Probably just going to go grab the flash sweat and collect the last bits and pieces that we need from Laurentius, and buy all these pyromancies and get the chaos ember, and then we will be heading on our way out. But this area might take a little bit of time because it's just very it's very narrow and crazy pathways that you can full of ledges. I'm taking my time. So we only got the green shard. Yeah, so it's just very narrow and just intricate areas, and just flooded with 20 million freaking Taurus demons, and these bugs as well. Yeah. I'm just checking right now in terms of sorcery. Will this guy drop us anything? So if you noticed, if you've been paying attention, we killed this guy already, and he's already given us our guaranteed green Titanite shard. So if we kill this guy again, there's not going to be another pop-up. The only things that they drop from now on will be like a yellow orb on the floor, like any other drop that you get from enemies, and that's the only way you can farm these guys. And I guess they only drop the green shards from here on out. You will never get a red chunk from them. I mean, that's what I've read on the wiki. So I'm just testing it out. Will we get lucky enough to take this guy out and get at least one drop from him? Again, baiting attacks is always ideal. See, this is a good attack to run around the side of him. See, we've baiting out his mandible attack. This is what I was talking about. You can just chain react this this bait over and over again, if you're approaching the enemies with melee. But as of now, returning back to the bonfire, back here. Now I think that's all from here. We got our large fire ember. That's gonna carry us pretty far. We got that large fire ember that's gonna carry us pretty far. That's gonna give us that plus 10 capabilities for our scythe. We find some chunks along the way, especially trading with the crow. We can get a chunk to give us at least another boost to our scythe, which is always good news. More damage, more fun. And no, I haven't. If you guys want to reverse hollowing here, if you have the humanity to spare, you can definitely kill, unless you need to get the Lord Vessel before that occurs. It's been a while. My memory is janky, but y'all can summon up Kirk and get him over there, but I just have no interest in anything he drops. The Barb Sword, in my opinion, is so boring after dealing with it soul level 1. I just can't handle it. We're back to Laurentius. Now, let's see. I should have bought everything he had when we first saw him. But he does sell Flash Sweat. So I ran straight back down to the, so I just bought everything from him. We got the souls to expend. I'm just gonna run straight back down into the lava area. But before I do that, we do have 77,000 souls. And at the moment, I'm undecisive what levels I want to spend any souls for. So, that being said, the situation we should be in right now is perfect for us to up the ante on our homeward bones. And this undead merchant female sells unlimited homeward bones. I was thinking of going down to Vamos to get them, and then I realized she sells them as well. So that would have been a waste of a trip. You can just come here to her and just get an unlimited supply of whatever housekeeping duties you need to get. Couple poison remedies, and don't need transient curses. We already got what we need. Transient curses we don't need anymore. Don't even bother. We get so much of those. There's a clutched hand. I'm gonna grab 99. Exactly what we need. I think that 99 should carry us through the whole game. With it, as if we're not farming heavy, if we're not doing heavy farming, that should carry us through the whole game. And right now, whatever is left, just dump it in endurance. And I'm a couple hundred, like 100 away from my next level. 100 souls away from my next level, which is devastating. Alright. See this? See the damage we're taking? Incredible. If you're taking on the fire drake up in the undead berg, this is the setup you want. I only realized that later on after I'm fighting him, but if you're taking on the fire drake, just put this stuff on. I'm so happy how crazy that is. Alright, this is where we are now. We're just heading all the way back. So we've got ourselves, we don't even have warping yet, so we're just gonna have to walk all the way back up through Blighttown. All the way back, through, right now we're gonna go through Undeadburg. And this is what we're going to do through the Undeadburg. We're gonna complete all of that area so we can head on to our next area. So, as far as everything's checked off on the list, everything's coming up to speed. We got everything we need. We've done the catacombs to the best of our ability. Any further in the catacombs, any further in the demon ruins, we need to get the Lord Vessel as opposed to the catacombs. Right now, we've finished the bell down below, so we need the bell above. Anything further we need here is right on schedule. We've completed the depths as well, which is another area we can get. So the linear path that we can follow is the path that everyone should follow at the beginning, which is straight up to Undeadburg to the Undead Parish. So I believe that's where we'll be heading now. Of course, we'll have some fun slaying some enemies on the way there. But I think that should be everything. And that's, yeah, we're just one-shotting all these enemies. Especially with the bleed type. It's a normal steel blade against flesh, which is very fitting. And it's a quick attack as well. The dagger's a quick attack, which is good for one-shotting enemies. You don't have to wind up the attack, which is a chance of getting, hurt and that. Checking out my character, like, the eyes are weird and that, but this is the character we've made so far. So yeah, let's just head on out. The Undead Berg. These guys stand no chance, even at the beginning. It's good handling. Had to check what he dropped. So got like 200 of those. Especially with our 10 humanity, we're actually we're pushing through really well. Still eventually got hit. You want to just ignore these guys. Remember, we already got this bonfire. Remember that. So we're looking pretty on point when it comes to everything's ticked off. This is why I like the comfortability of organization. We've got everything where we need it to be. Now, just in terms of completion, I want to get this dragon killed. You don't have to kill the dragon. And I made a big mistake here. I've realized later on that you need to be wearing the gold hemmed stuff and the flash sweat when you're dealing with this guy, because you will possibly regret it later if you're not. So if you're playing along, just get that stuff equipped now before you start. I realized halfway through the fight that I forgot it. But if we've got our jagged ghost blade right now, this is the weapon we want to be using for the fire drake. Because remember, if we just were stuck on that one fight, if we skipped out on the jagged ghost blade farm, or any type of secondary weapon farm, and just relied on our fire scythe, fights like this would be a nightmare. So we need that secondary weapon to take on these heavily resistant to fire enemies, especially later on in the demon ruins. Like, a lot of things we'll be using our whatever secondary weapon. We won't be relying on fire, on a fire centric boss. So these gold hemmed black skirts items, they will the resistance on fire crazy. Accompanied with flash sweat. The damage that you take from his fire bursts are so survivable. I haven't tested with the face on fire burst, but like the residual fire that he leaves behind, it barely tickles you, which is ideal. You don't want to be getting ticked off health and then one attack of him one-shot you. But we end up bleeding him to death, which is more than superbly ideal for our situation right now. I feel like the stomp even didn't do anything to me there. But when you're fighting this guy, you want to bait out those melee attacks from him. You don't want him to do any range magic damage like that fire damage. Watch this. It's just a tiny increment of health that the fire does to me now with flash sweat. But we're going to take him out here. There's no way that he's going to survive these last few slashes. Especially my character looks like superbly cool with the jagged ghost blade, and yeah, that's done. So far so good. We've got everything relatively ticked off and progress-wise that we need. Testing on the Hollow Warrior armor. This looks disgusting. We're going straight back to our Holy Robe. Keep the fashion sense alive. Whatever you feel like combining, do it with your character. Just have some fun creating engaging character creation. But I want to thank you guys for watching. We've just killed the Hellkite Drake. We did a good one. Very good battle. I want to appreciate you guys watching. Next chapter, we're gonna be taking on the next segment of the game, which is Undead Parish. And take care, guys. Love you all. I'll see ya.